Greetings, all you manics, minds, and crimes, and today I'm going to be talking fiction again, and this time again with Devil May Cry. So, this is sort of an adjacent question, or a sort of like another what if. Instead of Dante and Vergil switching places, which I've already done 2 videos on, and there's also a great Devil May Cry 3 rewrite by the YouTuber Champion Analysis of what if Vergil was in Dante's shoes, and Dante was in Vergil's shoes, that sort of thing. But ever since I saw that video, every now and then I would think, what would happen if Dante and Vergil were both rescued by their mother? Now, this is a very multi-layered sort of thing. Just how differently or how similar would both of these characters turn out? What would the events of the games be like with both of them together? In all honesty, all the games would probably be extremely different. Like, it would not have the same sort of structure. So let's first talk about Dante. I think Dante would be mostly the same. He would still be the more extroverted, wacky woohoo pizza man, sort of guy. Where he's, got a smile on his face and is just sort of the friendlier person. Vergil, if he doesn't turn evil, which in this scenario I do not think he would turn evil because he would be rescued by his mother and would value her sacrifice and value his humanity, so he would want to protect it and protect others. He'd be more introverted, he'd be a bit more cold, but he would really be the backbone of the Devil May Cry business because he would be the one making all of the nitty-gritty details, the financial stuff and the hiring clients and getting jobs. He'd be the one to do everything in the background. Dante'd be the face, Vergil would be the working gears. And as you can imagine, both Sons of Sparta doing any sort of job, it would be over so fast. Both of them would not have their double triggers because Vergil would not have his double trigger yet, nor would Dante because nothing happened to them. Vergil wasn't fighting demons by himself and got stabbed and awakened his double trigger. That didn't happen. So, in this hypothetical reality, these two would start out weaker, but they would be together, so it would sort of balance out. Yes, there would still be quite a lot of bickering between them, but I think one day Dante and Vergil would both have a collective, let's stop fighting. We have to stop fighting, for our parents. We don't know where our dad went, but our mom would not want us bickering all the time. And I could even see Vergil saying, why are we fighting so much, brother? We're not children anymore. We need to stop. There's people out there that need our help. Get it together. And Dante would probably make some snarky remark and Vergil would about slap him in the face. But Vergil would be right. So both of them would just be improving their skills. I don't see Vergil using guns. The two would probably trade swords every now and then, and Vergil would still do some research on demons. He'd be the more astute one, so he would be reading up on demon culture, the history, legends, and everything. And maybe through this way, he would discover how to unlock Double Trigger. So he would have the great idea of using the rebellion to stab himself, and then his brother, with or without his permission, and they would both get their double triggers and they'd be more powerful and all that stuff would be great. So in terms of Devil May Cry 3, how would it happen? Well, the short answer is, would it? Without Vergil helping Arkham, would Arkham actually be able to resurrect Temini Gru? He's a smart man, but I don't think he's powerful enough to do that. So more than likely Devil May Cry 3 just doesn't happen, or if it does happen, it's something very, very different. Or, a very funny option, would be Vergil be playing along with Arkham because he's very curious about Arkham. And right when Arkham thinks, oh yeah, like Vergil's definitely my ally, I'm gonna get the power of Sparta, Vergil just kills him. That'd be very funny. It would and wouldn't be a very Vergil thing to do. This version of Vergil would be very different from canon. In terms of personality, he would still be the calm, collective, cold type, but he wouldn't be as cold. I could see him being a bit of a smartass, but in his own way, like the very Shakespearean smartass, but also very devious and very, very clever, because Vergil is the smarter of the Sons of Sparta in terms of book smart. Dante would more than likely just still be Dante, but there'd be a slight coldness to him because he'd be around Vergil a lot, and they would, influence each other's personalities a lot. Dante and Vergil would definitely both wear smiles more often though, because they would have each other. So, in terms of the other games, I really don't know. If Devil May Cry 3 does happen exactly the same, then it happens exactly the same. Except at the end, it'd be at the whole thing of it would be Dante and Virgil working together one way or another and teaming up against Arkham. But here's a question: how would this version of Virgil interact with Lady and Trish especially? How would Devil May Cry 1 happen? Well, there would be no Neil Angelo, so Mundus would not have that powerful minion. He would still make Trish, so there's that. Maybe he'd make Trish more powerful to help out with the sort of power vacuum because it doesn't have another powerful minion. That could happen. Trish could just be stronger. Maybe all the minions of Mundus could be stronger too. Maybe he amps them a little bit. That could happen. But Dante and Virgil sharing in the power of Sparta would be one hell of a cool moment. And of course, they wouldn't be able to kill Mundus just yet. Devil May Cry 2 probably doesn't happen. I don't remember a lot of Devil May Cry 2. Devil May Cry 4, I think it happens. Is there Nero? Yesn't. That's my answer. Yes, maybe, no, maybe. I don't know. I would say yes, Nero is still a thing. Maybe Virgil one day just gets horny and bangs a chick and then, oh shit, I'm a father. Okay, I'm a dad now. And it's just cool with it. So, this is a very, very brief rundown. I would be very interested to hear what some people would have to think about this sort of scenario. What if Dante and Virgil were rescued together? There's another version of this where Dante and Virgil aren't rescued together, where they actually survive together but without their mother. That could also be a very interesting scenario. Just how far would these two go? Would Dante turn out normal? Would Virgil be the good guy and Dante would go mad with power? Who knows? I really like speculating about this stuff because Devil May Cry, there's a lot of things going on. Dante and Virgil are very complicated characters, and when you put them in a what-if scenario, that complexity stays, but it's a different kind of complexity. But that's just my 2 cents on it. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think of what would happen if Dante and Virgil were rescued together by their mother Eva. That would be really cool. I would love to see other people's renditions of this. How would Virgil act? How would Dante act? How would everything go? Me personally, I don't see Devil May Cry 3 really happening. I just don't see it. Regardless, that's all I really had to say for this video. So, let me know what you think. This is definitely a very cool scenario, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Trilby, we trust.